Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Rice Owls offense will take the field first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. Nearly 100 yards, but 3 trips to the end zone in their win last time out. Offense working from the pistol. On the ground, it's Jackson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman, gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And as he throws, that was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the UTEP Miners offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, Damon.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to...
Snags it, and he's open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, UTEP. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Rice rushes to the line. Brown wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds the tight end. Good, strong tackle. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Got the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Drops back on 1st down. Between the hashes, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. The tag. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
From the gun, it's Jones. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Sells to fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Miners want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UTEP! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the run, it's Jackson. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The lone back's got it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on first. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Hits inside. It's Jackson. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice. Offense now working in the red zone. Keeps it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Owls! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Jones. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. To the air, it's Colson. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Miners headed quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Brown. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Miners send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Got some green grass. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Myers on the move. Working on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here comes the heat. Being chased. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
Going for it all. And they're not on the same page there. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the Oak.
Opposite. Here we go. Ready. Put up.
Quick give. It's Jones. He's got enough. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Rushes on. And he gets rid of it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Miners in the hurry-up. Right at the line. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Sweet cut there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The ride. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. On play action. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. Made the grab in the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed just stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the single back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. On the run, it's Jackson. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Brown will throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Nice move to pick up yardage. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fires to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Rashad Downs going up top. Throws for the tight end. He caught it! And score! Touchdown! Yeah. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Off play action on first down. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Cougars, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Henry. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, catching up with the UTEP head coach, he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. All over him immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Third and long coming up. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. And the Miners want to crank the tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
it's Jones. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Colson. Caught, doesn't quite make it to... Now marker, he's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Making his first move. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun. Under pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The hand to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Still looking. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Push is ahead. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Look out! And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Brown will throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in here. Make it look like a little bit of run. Slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast. Slip it to them. Try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Miners sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Miners want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Short completion along the sideline will be enough for the 1st down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. They were all over it. And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Colson. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. 3rd and 3. Turning it on. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
Hauls it in. Still running at the 35. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
2nd and long here. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Good right down the boulevard. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Keeping his eyes downfield. On the move, he fires. Out wide left, it's fault. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Changing the routes with his receivers. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Rice rushes to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Quickly to the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Left side is Clark. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Hold and finds his man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Miners are in the hurry-up.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Colson. Out wide left, it's Brown. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
On the move, it's Jackson. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Still on his feet at the 25. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now on first down from the 30. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To the back. Breaks into the open. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. First play of the first possession of OT. Running inside, it's Smith. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Falk. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
Driving forward, it's Smith. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. Working the ground game. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Drives inside. Touchdown, Owls! They take the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
Going downfield for the big play. Caught. Touchdown, UTEP. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Back to throw, it's Colson. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
Touchdown, Niners! They take the lead here in the second overtime period. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Trying to establish the run. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Huge third down to keep the drive alive. They need a touchdown on this possession. Powers inside. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game, Pollock, but let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, try to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they responded with a score of their own here in overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Still looking to his right. They are in. Ball game, and that does it in double OT with a 2-point conversion. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.